Hello everyone, my name is Omar Suniga, and today I'll be presenting my project on improving academic advising at UT San Antonio. Advising is supposed to help students feel supported, stay on track for graduation, and make smart academic decisions. But when the advising system is slow or inaccessible, students end up stressed, confused, and sometimes miss important deadlines. My research focuses on the current wait time issues at UT San Antonio and solutions that could make advising more efficient and more accessible for everyone. Academic advising plays a major role in a student's success. It helps with the class planning, graduation requirements, and adjusting to college expectations. However, many UT San Antonio students are facing long wait times before they can meet with an advisor. This delays important decisions like course registrations or major changes. This project looks at what causes these delays and explores practical solutions that could improve the advising experience for all UT San Antonio students. One of the biggest issues students reported is waiting 1 to 2 weeks just to meet with an advisor. That might not sound terrible at first, but during busy seasons like registration, those 2 weeks can make the difference between getting the classes you need and being completely off track. Some students even miss graduation application deadlines or major change deadlines because they couldn't get an appointment on time. The root of this problem is limited advisor availability. There simply aren't enough appointments to match students' demand, even with virtual advising options. So the system ends up overloaded and students end up stressed. To better understand the issue, I surveyed 30 UTSA students about their experience with academic advising. I asked how long they waited for appointments, where they met their deadlines, how satisfied they were with advising availability. The survey also included open-ended questions so students could give detailed suggestions about what should be improved. All responses were anonymous, which encouraged students to be honest about the challenges they face. The first major finding was wait times. About 30% of students said they waited around 2 weeks for an appointment, but what stood out even more was that over half the students waited even longer than 2 weeks. These delays directly affect academic progress. If a student needs approval for a schedule change or help choosing classes, waiting several weeks can cause them to miss registration windows or fall behind. The pie chart shows clearly just how long the wait times are for most students. The second major finding was student satisfaction. Unsurprisingly, most students said they were dissatisfied or very dissatisfied with advising availability. Students voiced frustration because they couldn't get the help when they needed it. Many said that even when appointments were available, they were too far out, which made the advising process feel unhelpful. Students also mentioned wanting more scheduling options, easier access to advisors, and more consistent support throughout the semester. The bar graph on this slide show how strongly students feel about the issue. And as we can see within the bar graph, dissatisfied and very dissatisfied were very high selected answers. To explore possible solutions, I also looked at what other universities are doing. For example, USC created a centralized platform called Advice USC, which makes scheduling easier and improves communication between students and advisors. Other universities use systems like DegreeWorks, which allows students to track their degree progress and get personalized advice without needing constant appointments. These universities have seen improvements in wait times and overall student satisfaction. If UTSA adopted similar platforms, it could relieve the pressure on advisors and give students more immediate access to academic guidance. While this report provides valuable insight, it's important to note some limitations. First, the survey included only 30 students, which may not fully reflect the experiences of the entire student population. Second, responses were voluntary, so students with strong opinions may have been more likely to participate. Third, the report focuses only on students' perspective and doesn't include input from advisors or administrators, whose feedback could offer a more balanced view. Finally, while we compare UTSA to other universities, difference in size, funding, or technology may affect how easily similar solutions could be applied here. Even with these limitations, the findings clearly highlight major issues and support the proposed solutions. Based on the survey data and research, I developed three main solutions. First, UTSA could expand virtual advising by creating a centralized online platform where students can book appointments, message advisors, and see their academic progress all in one place. Second, UTSA could hire more advisors or extend advising hours, especially during peak registration periods, so students are waiting weeks for help. Third, UTSA could offer biweekly walk-in advising days managed with the help of peer advisors. This will allow students to get quick answers without waiting for appointments. All three solutions work together to reduce wait times, improve accessibility, and support student success. In conclusion, long wait times in academic advising negatively affect student success at UTSA. They lead to missed deadlines, unnecessary stress, and difficulty planning classes on time. The data shows that students want change, and the research from other universities show that change is possible. By adopting a centralized advising system, increasing advisor availability, and creating walk-in days supported by peer advisors, UTSA can make advising more efficient, more accessible, and more supportive. Improving advising doesn't just help individual students, it helps the entire university by improving retention and graduation rates. Here is my references page, and thank you for listening.